and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah.
Recording.
Did you ever know that you are my hero? Boom, boom. Did you ever know? That's all the words I know.
Bette Midler.
What?
Bette Midler?
You're having a fucking stroke? What are you talking about?
Is that how you pronounce her name?
The girl from that witch movie.
The Bodyguard. You're
That's
everything
not what
I would like to be.
That is not the name of the movie where she plays a witch.
You can fly higher
Okay.
than a
Eagle, boom, boom.
You know, I picture at that Phil Collins.
You are supposed to finish the fucking song.
Phil Collins.
Boom. I can feel. Oh wow! Are you gonna talk about Phil Collins and then?
We are not on the same.
No,
person.
sir. You are fucking.
I think we need to end this episode.
No, fuck it. Fuck it. We're just gonna continue for everybody to see.
I think it's all the pre-drinking we did.
Yeah.
This episode.
What the hell? I only had the one. You're on your fifth one. Did you finish my goddamn drink?
It's gone.
It's gone.
It is gone, my friend.
Holy Christ.
It was gone before the Calgary trip.
And it was all you.
No, we shared it a bit.
Who's we?
Ash, well, my roommate. And
Ash Ketchum from Pokemon.
Ash Ketchum from
Yeah.
Pokemon. Shout out to my homeboy.
Shout out to the homeboy Ash Ketchum.
But and then one of my other homegirls, she had a little bit, but mostly it was me. I'd say 95%.
There's another homegirl. Who?
Well,
there's Ash Ketchum.
There's Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
There's AAQ Art.
Yeah.
And then AAQ Art's good friend, which is my friend. She had some.
The one you went to Calgary
Yes,
with?
we went to Calgary.
Oh, so she had my drink.
Yes.
If you're watching this, I'm taxing. All right. Fuck this. All right, that's a big ass drink. Anyways, you know what? This is the latest. I think we started our intro. Oh. Okay. All right. No. You good? Are you done? Are you done?
Because you are the wind beneath my wings. What is that song about saving a dead man or something like that?
Ah, boy. Welcome. No. I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. Carlos and Ryan. Sitting at the blank. It's all of our fans we'd like to thank.
Ooh.
All 5 of you watching on a weekly basis. Oh yeah, thank you so much to tuning into our faces. This is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. We are really trying to make a difference in the world for you and I. So thanks for watching, y'all. And let's try.
Can we get a round of applause for Carlos Jose there?
Cheers here.
That was actually wonderful. You know what that reminded me of? I think it's like the 96 year when there was like the whole like Africa thing, and then all those celebrities came out and did that song.
The Africa thing?
Wasn't it like for some like Africa like charity or something like that?
You mean We Are the World?
We Are the World?
That was definitely not in the 90s.
It was in the 80s?
Yeah.
Really?
Dude. Michael Jackson was in the prime of Thriller during that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess from the jacket in the video.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was.
And he was black.
because we in the 90s, he changes over. Swap teams. Carlos loves Michael Jackson.
We are the
That was a good
world.
song.
We are the children. At that time, I think it still has the record to be like the most sold record of all time. I
was a
could
good
be
album.
wrong. It was yeah, those are big songs.
Do you think that kind of shit would fly nowadays? Like 100 celebrities on one song?
I think they did a remix of the song and it was horrible.
Really?
You don't remember that for
No,
Haiti?
I don't.
Yeah, man. They got like Lil Wayne, Justin Bieber.
Oh
Yeah, right?
Yes, I do.
And then
I do remember
they
that.
did Waving Flag remix as well. And then Drake was on that. And also it
K9?
was a Canadian, yeah, it was a Canadian
K9?
remix.
Wow.
Yeah. But no, I don't think it will fly
Yeah,
here.
no.
I don't think we have enough star power today to even have a record that will
Wow.
am I lying?
No,
Am I lying?
I don't think so.
Right. Welcome to another week, another episode, another edition. Got me speaking Portuguese out here. Hoo-ha. Thank you for coming back. Ryan came back into this goddamn city.
Yes. From those who listened to our last episode, and just before I do get into that, thank you for showing up for another week.
Another episode.
Carlos and I definitely appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
Still going. Like we're still trying, and it's cool and it's consistent. And I think that, now that I'm looking back, a lot of these episodes are probably the most fun because it is free flowing, which is pretty cool.
Right? It's off the top.
But it's definitely something great, and Carlos and I definitely are here and dedicated. So thank you for listening.
To be clear, this microphone is non-operational. I'm just doing it for show this week. Yeah, baby, good. So I can't whisper because if I do, then it won't go. So that's why I'm going to speak up into here. Speak up. Check it. Reminds me of Rap City, The Basement. Remember Rap City, The Basement?
Oh yeah.
Oh
definitely.
Boy. Check it. Check it out. I'm surprised these dudes didn't curse like crazy on that show. It was a PG show, but these dudes are freestyling. They don't do that anymore.
I wonder what Tiger's doing.
Yeah, Big Tigger. Tyga is.
I thought it was Tiger.
Big Tigger.
Tigger.
Come on,
Big
man.
Tigger. Got it.
Come on, bro. In
Sorry,
the basement, man. Rap City, The Basement.
That was pretty wild those days.
Some classic freestyles were on that show, man.
I don't think they have stuff like that anymore.
No, they don't.
Because some of those were absolute classics.
Absolute
some of those freestyles.
classics.
The one I remember
some
the most
of the greatest rappers of all time have
was
been
when the Diplomats went in there.
Oh,
that was pretty hype.
Oh, you know who I realized was really good at that time that he doesn't get enough credit for? Ludacris. Luda was fucking nasty.
Yeah, Luda's a beast.
Oh my god! In those days, holy shit!
It's actually pretty crazy to see him in those Fast and the Furious.
He's just an actor,
and he's just an actor, and he's a good actor.
Yeah,
funny.
But back then, if you told them, bro, if I told you kids out there who don't know Luda in his prime, he was a monster back then.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh, Jesus. Just don't sleep.
Shout out to my boy. He's a huge Luda fan. I don't think I've ever met a bigger Luda fan than one of my boys.
Really?
Funny, yeah. He knows all the lyrics to pretty much every mainstream Luda song that came out in the early 2000s.
I'm trying. No, how's it even a weird song? I'm trying to lick you from your head to your toes. I wanna move to the down to the. Luda, man.
Yeah, Luda's actually a beast.
Oh, he was a monster back then. But yes, you came back from Calgary.
Yes.
You spent a weekend there.
Yeah. Plus
another day.
Yeah.
Explain your trip for the folks at home. And explain why you shouldn't ever go to Calgary.
For those who have never been to Calgary, and for those who know, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I thoroughly enjoyed it for the most part. It feels like a big, small city. That's the
big, small
the perfect description I can put at. So if you live in Vaughan or Mississauga, it feels like that. There's a sort of a an area where everyone sort of goes to or gravitates towards, but it's still
a bigger Vaughan.
It's the bigger Vaughan. That's what.
Don't go to Calgary.
Don't
go to Calgary.
Go to Vaughan.
Yeah, go to Vaughan.
But that's what it feels like. And then it was cool experiencing a different city because I've never been to Calgary. And then best part of the trip was definitely Banff. to be able to kind of go see the mountains and stuff like that. I think I was tripping balls when I saw it, and
You got high off just looking at
just the
mountains.
air,
Just the air there.
just the air.
Wow.
It was nuts, man. To be able to stand beside a mountain and like look up, it's fucking wild, man.
Oh, I
And
feel
how
the same
tall it
way
is.
at tall clocks or roller coasters. When I stand beside a roller coaster and while I'm in line waiting,
It's
I
nuts.
shit myself.
Trust me. And the roller coasters ain't got shit on these mountains, man.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'm telling you, these mountains.
Wonderland's not cheap.
These mountains, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking beautiful.
Damn.
Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna, you know what? For our Instagram post, I'm gonna post a picture of the bit. We'll post a picture of the a mountain because I do have a couple of pictures. So
that is
it
wow.
will be our Calgary edition.
That's your
episode.
Calgary. Wow.
But it was nuts, man. Honestly, I think that there was a lot of Calgary that I did get to see and I do appreciate, and the people are absolutely lovely. I thought that was really one thing that a lot
really
of super
Caucasian?
friendly. Yeah, I would feel like it's multicultural, but not on the same scale as Toronto is.
Well,
I would feel like, not to throw like numbers and race, but I feel like there's still predominantly like, you know, old white people and stuff like that. But when you go there, you'll still run into like an Asian like group or like a brown group, and like I felt like I didn't see much black people out there,
Amen.
which was
amen.
weird because I thought I would see a little bit more, but I didn't get to see that much. I'll be honest.
Good job, Calgary. Keep them out.
But other than that, it was.
What?
I don't see nothing wrong.
Oh, speaking of.
Speaking of.
Holy shit. You hear about our boy?
Yeah, so in recent news,
He's going to prison?
our boy, whoa, chill, man.
Well, your boy. Before I got here, he was blasting R. Kelly. Screaming free R. Kelly out the goddamn window. I had to fucking hide myself to ensure that I wasn't fucking, you know, seen by everybody that I was going into this apartment.
He almost canceled today's episode.
Yeah, just cause. I'm like, dude, you can't be doing this shit, bro. We're trying to make it big out here. You're supporting that fucking sex trafficker. But yes, all jokes aside, R. Kelly, 30 years
Is it 30
in
years?
30 years in prison.
How is it only 30 years?
Do you think he deserves more?
I think it feels
Well, you're
like
a sex trafficker.
the amount of years.
Oh, the amount of years that, yeah.
And the amount of like people that he's potentially hurt.
Well, Josiane Maxwell is doing 20.
Yeah.
It's a horrible week to be a pedophile for these two.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking.
Yeah.
You guys did not win this.
Yeah, no, this is you took a huge L this week. Holy shit.
But like the amount of like lives that like, you know, a person like R. Kelly's affected, and probably Giselle,
Josiane
Maxwell, like the people that they affected for like the little amount of time.
Decades.
Yeah, decades. Like decades of like hurt, decades of like just impact.
Yeah.
In a terrible, terrible way. Like I thought there would be a lot more to it. But I don't know.
I mean, yeah, just like, you know, if you do the crime, you got to do the time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sex trafficking obviously is a no-go here at the Blank. We're not okay with that. But at the same time, he wrote, I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tough, man.
It sucks. Because I mean, we grew up on R. Kelly. I mean, I don't want to say we're conflicted. Like, obviously, yes, he deserves to go to jail if he did do the crime. But at the same time, it sucks. Because I wouldn't say he's a hero, but like, it sucks when you see a person who has had a bit of an impact on your life.
Yeah.
You know, their true colors come to be, and then, yeah.
Carlos and I have definitely spoken about this in
100%.
like the past on our latest.
We're talking about Josiane Maxwell, right?
What? Josiane Maxwell's your hero?
In recent news.
But
yeah,
super fucked up, man. 30 years.
30
That's wild.
years.
I thought it would be more, but I guess like 30. Well, how old are you gonna be in 30 years? Like probably 70, 80?
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's kind of like he's not going nowhere.
Definitely not. Do you think he's gonna I think he'll be okay in prison though. I think people would fuck with him in prison.
Oh yeah. I think that I think he'll find his groove.
He's a fucking you know, definitely a convicted pedophile, but at the same time,
He's still R. Kelly.
He wrote, I believe I can
Yeah,
watch.
I think that I don't know. Like, I've never been to jail, so I don't know how that shit works. But
You
it's
haven't?
like,
I have.
please do explain.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough, bro. Let me tell you, man. I mean, just running the streets, you know, as a youngin, just running the streets. It does some shit to you, you know. You know, I just felt so comfortable on the streets. You know what I mean? I just did what I did and did what I have to do. And the cops came through. They saw me. They're like, "Hey, no jaywalking, punk!" And I still ran the streets, and eventually it caught up to me. They put me in this cell for maybe like 2 to 5 minutes. And
did you learn your lesson yet?
I was crying like a baby, man. I spilled during the fucking confession. You know what I mean? It was horrible, dude.
I done did it.
Yeah, I did it. I'm sorry.
I done did it.
Yeah, man. You know they have the first 48. I did it in the first 2 minutes. It was the first 2 minutes. There's no episode like that after.
Damn.
You know.
Damn.
And then I became a changed man. I only crossed on the crosswalk. You know. But yeah, streets was watching me at that point.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
I actually have a buddy that actually got hit by a car jaywalking.
Damn.
Yeah, like went to the hospital and everything.
Oh shit.
And he does not jaywalk anymore.
I mean, I would imagine
Like,
so.
Never. And the funny thing is, where he jaywalked was like maybe about 10 meters away from this, like a stoplight, where he could have went and then did like
Easily
a U,
just a little,
like a little bit of a U, but he decided
he's
not
like,
to.
fuck it.
And then it changed his life.
Oh, I mean, I
literally.
would imagine so.
Like pretty crazy.
Note to self. Like, I can't believe we're saying this. Don't fucking jaywalk.
I do it all the time. I can't believe it, but I do it all the time. It's terrible. It's terrible. I know, but I do it all the time. It's tough, man.
Horrible. I swear to God, if you have to do a PSA on fucking jaywalking because the city fucking mails us a letter saying like, "Hey, stop convincing people to change." Jesus. Yeah, jaywalking. Don't do it. And you know what also is bad? Equally as bad, because I lived it. Fucking sex trafficking, dude. Don't fucking do it, all right?
Care to tell your story about how you've lived sex trafficking?
Oh no, I was talking about the jaywalking. I'm saying how it's equally bad. My experience with jaywalking is equally as bad as what R. Kelly is going through with 30 years in prison compared to my 5 minutes in the jail cell.
I thought you were like, because I've lived through.
Oh no, I haven't.
In this lifetime.
I haven't. But if you bitches watching, you know you need to get that money. Get that money. All in all, but yeah, shout out, not even shout out, fucking, no, yeah, shout out to all the prosecutors that did their job and convicted these fuckers for doing what they did, all right? Rightfully so.
Do you think that the Giselle, is it Giselle?
Gisane
Maxwell, do you think like the whole like suicide thing's gonna happen again?
don't
How
think
there
so,
was a whole
no.
like
I don't think she's
Epstein
gonna do
didn't
I don't
kill
even
himself
think
kind
I
of
don't
thing?
even think she's gonna do the full 20 years, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, she does have political influence.
It's pretty
She's
nuts,
dealt
man.
with a lot. Donald Trump was a friend of hers. Bill Clinton.
Mhm.
She has quite a bit. Prince Andrew over there with Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She has a lot of a political influence. I really, well, to be fair, Jeffrey Epstein also did but they killed him. But I think if she's willing to do what they say, this is me being conspiracy theorist, but if she's willing to do what they say, I think she won't even do. I don't think she'll do, especially considering what happened with Jeffrey. I don't think she's gonna finish the 20 years.
Do you think that as like a conspiracy theorist, there was a bigger picture to it, and she was just kind of like the mule?
Come on,
like she was just kind of the mule.
100%.
There's like, yo, somebody has to take a rap.
100%.
It has to be you, but there's like this whole thing, and like
Dude, Prince Andrew
government,
should have been in prison years ago.
like the British monarchy,
Bro,
like all that kind of shit.
Oh my God. The fact that the only reason why Prince Andrew's not doing time is because he's Queen Elizabeth's son. That's it.
That's fucked.
100% he did some wild ass shit.
That's fucked up.
He's guilty as fuck.
You know what?
Absolutely.
Actually, you know what makes me actually sad? I think I read a post the other day where it was like some lady that used to hang out with like Giselle
Mm.
or Gisane, and Epstein, like back on the island. And you know who she gave a foot rub to? And when she was like 16 or 15 or something like that?
Chris Tucker,
Matt Groening,
the creator of the
the
Simpsons.
creator of The Simpsons.
Jesus.
That kind of made me like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I think he came out and said he denied it.
Yeah.
I think, but it wasn't that big of a news. I don't know why, but that's pretty. Like I read
That's
that the other
pretty
day.
fucked
It's
up.
pretty crazy.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's what you know. What everyone's like, oh man, I wish I could be rich. I wish I could have all that power and shit. But bro, these people, they literally think they're gods.
Yeah,
That they can get away with anything. So
which
that's
is
why
not the
Jeffrey
right
Epstein
thing, yeah.
got this fucking island because with all the shit that he had, all the power that he had at the time, he did whatever he wanted.
Yeah,
That shit gets to you, dude.
yeah,
Like if you know what I mean? If you have that, people around you that really boost up that ego of yours, you really feel like you can get away with anything. But these are different times. We are in times where, people, as soon as you're accused of something, it's on the internet for life.
yeah. It's pretty nuts.
It's a wild time, sir. Wild times. Fucking Vince McMahon. We mentioned on the show how
On
he
the
was
last
accused
episode.
of banging the lawyer. He was accused back in the '80s of rape, and he was free of that. But a witness now came out saying that he actually did do it.
Wow. What is going on?
What
is going on with celebrities nowadays?
Dude, man.
Shit.
It's not even nowadays. It's fucking way back when.
That's true.
No one's doing anything now because they're afraid their fucking follower count will go down.
God, man.
Can you imagine living in a life just because you fucking push somebody, you lose like 5 million followers and you're deemed a horrible person? Meanwhile, fucking Jeffrey Epstein, fucking all his celebrity friends were fucking children on a goddamn island. And some of them are getting away with it right as we speak. I don't get this cancel culture shit, man. They need to focus their efforts on people that really matter, you know what I mean? To the actual criminals that are doing it. But hey, that's just me. That's the end of my conspiracy theory of the day. But all in all, Gisane and R. Kelly, Ryan's rooting for you, and he hopes you guys are doing well in prison. I'm kidding. But I'm teasing. Ryan is not rooting for you. Just serve your sentence and fucking
learn your lesson.
You learn your lesson.
It's a hard lesson to learn, but you gotta learn it.
Don't keep people under your ring just so you can summon them for sexual favor.
You know what? It would be pretty crazy if you hear news about like R. Kelly, like offing himself in prison. That'd be pretty nuts.
He said his spirit went away, but I think his Christian background would. Well, to be fair, his Christian background should have stopped him from doing all this crazy, pedophilia shit. But that didn't help, did it? But no, it did not. So suicide is a sin, by the way. But hey, so is fucking kids. But hey, I think it's up in the air for Mr. Kelly now. You know what I mean?
God.
He also wrote "You Are Not Alone" by Michael Jackson.
Oh yes,
and that song, it's the first song in Billboard history to debut at #1.
Huge song,
big tune,
huge song.
But hey, R. Kelly.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. It says in the advertisement all the goddamn time. So I was watching this video today. I want your take on it. So this female starts the video. She's recording outside, waiting for her son's father because the father is planning to bring in McDonald's for the son. But she has other kids as well. The father is the parent of that one child.
Okay.
The rest are stepchildren. And the mother and the father, they are not married.
Okay.
So they are, doing the whole parenting not together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the mother starts recording, say, oh, his bitch ass is just coming to bring the food for his son, but he's not going to bring food for the other kids. He's just going to let that one kid eat and let the other kids watch. Shame on him. So I'm just watching this video. I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Let's see where this goes. pulls up the father in a pretty decent car. So I mean, he looks like he's making money.
Okay.
But then again, he lives in the hood, so who knows if it's legal? I don't know. No judgment, brother. No judgment. No judgment. But he brings in the McDonald's. You know, he has a bag and a large fucking Fruitopia. This must be a fat ass child because that is the biggest cup of fucking drink I've ever seen. There's no need that a child needs to be drinking that shit. You get what I mean?
You got it.
You know what I mean?
Got
So
it.
he's holding it. It's like, hey, I'm here. I brought the food. You a bitch. Excuse me? You are a bitch. How are you gonna bring the kid? How are you gonna bring the food for one kid and not bring it for the other kids? They're not my kids. It's like, what? Well, you're just gonna let them fucking watch while that one child eats it? You should be ashamed of yourself. What are you gonna do about the other kids? What the? They're not my kids. Well, why don't you bring their fathers into it? Why don't their fathers bring the food?
Yeah.
It's like, but you should be ashamed of yourself. These other kids are just gonna watch them eat. Well, how come you're not buying the food? My food stamp don't fucking come in until the 7th. You fucking know that.
God, man.
And the father's speaking absolute logic at this point. There is one, like, he only has the one kid. So my question for you is, what is your take on it, and why is the mother a bitch?
So the father and the mother aren't together?
Not at all. No, they're co-parenting. They're doing the whole.
So they're co-parenting from a distance.
Yes.
And like the situation was the lady, she's at her house.
Yes.
And then the guy's pulling up in his car.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, then she's wrong then.
Yeah, 100%.
If they were together, if they were together
and he took responsibility
and he
for the
like
kid,
took responsibility of the kids, or he like took them out, go buy the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Don't buy.
At the end of the day, he's providing for his child. Yeah. He has no say for the other children.
Yeah, no.
Those are not his
It would
kids.
be nice.
It would be nice,
but
he does not have
to do
it.
That. No, he doesn't know that. No, I agree with you in that case.
You see what I mean?
I think
I don't get what she was trying to do Shane to do. She ended up looking like a fucking idiot.
I don't know, man.
What is with today's generation with everyone trying to shame someone or something
on social media?
Yeah.
For you to videotape that and put it on social media.
Put it on social media like, I'm going to accomplish something today. I'm going to embarrass this dude. I'm going to do something that's right. Meanwhile, you look like a fucking idiot, bro. Come on, female. Do something with it. You know what I mean?
So dumb.
This is his sixth one, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 2 hours. Jesus.
Chilling.
It's Wednesday.
But no, I agree with you. I think that definitely she's in the wrong there.
Yes.
I think that for her to be able to come out and try to, spite this person by like putting them on camera and being like, it's like you made the mistake. You know what I mean? At least the dude's showing up. Imagine he wasn't in his picture.
Right.
Like how some people on this podcast don't have it like that dude.
Jesus Christ.
I would have loved McDonald's.
I totally regret bringing this up.
I'm just fine.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
No, 100%. I think you're in the right. I think you are correct. It would be nice. Like I'll throw that out there.
Nice.
Like if the guy
he does not have to go out his way.
He definitely doesn't have to. The woman's in the wrong 100%.
He's providing for his child at the end of the day.
He's doing his job.
100%.
If they agreed to co-parent, and that's the way that it rolls,
right?
It's like, man,
the court says nothing about me fucking providing for those other kids. No. Nothing.
And the mother, needs to figure that shit out. It's like, man, you need to figure it out. You need to start make sure that you get McDonald's.
Yeah, where are the other father's kids? Get your fucking job right. Like, stop being such a slut.
Like, send the money to the dude so that he can pick up. I'm sure if you sent him money to pick up McDonald's,
he would gladly pick it up. If you're paying for it, great. I'm driving. I'll get the food.
I'm on my way anyway.
I'm waiting for the food stamps until the get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's a terrible.
That's like, excuse. Come on, dude. What is this gonna do? Where you're gonna take him to court because he doesn't provide for kids that are not his?
Stupid.
That's dumb. Can you imagine me fucking bringing a car you know, bringing fucking things to maintenance a car, and then some person gives me a shit, be like, "Oh, why did you maintenance this car? Bitch, that's not my fucking car. What do you mean? Get the fuck out of here." Yeah, come on, people. Like, if you're like, I get this whole shaming thing. You know, the Me Too movement. It was nice with the whole Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly thing. They deserved it if they actually did the crime. But if they're not bad people, if you're gonna accuse someone of something, make sure there's logic and basis to do it. And also, very important, if they actually did it, all right. And also, don't go to social media to accuse people of crimes.
I know.
Go to the police. That's their job. All right. Thank you. I saw another video today where a daughter walked in on his mother and her boyfriend.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, right.
I did see that.
The daughter's boyfriend.
The daughter's boyfriend was
and
sleeping
with the mother.
Her mother.
They walked in, got caught.
And then she's like, "Yo, get the fuck
out. Get the fuck out." Oh, and he's just you have no right to talk to me like that. I'm still your mother at that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Fucking this dude's fucking giving the WrestleMania fucking smackdown.
The whole family.
The whole shit.
To the whole family.
God damn. And then the woman just has the nerve to say, "I am still your mother. You can't talk." Yeah. Bro, that shit's gone out the goddamn window.
Yeah. That's not your mother.
That's not, hey, you can't talk. I don't give a fuck. A mother wouldn't do that to her child.
Dunzo.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's not a mother.
Wow.
Like, you may have given birth, but it's
at the end of the day,
not a mother.
There's actions. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mothers are more than just giving birth, and then you also have to take care of the child, and be there for the child. Ensure her well-being. Come on, dude. You're better than that, Mom.
I guess like one of the questions I have for you, Carl, is like to talk about like, family issues, like not to get too personal, but like I feel like every family's got like some sort of weird, like some sort of weird kind of auntie, like uncle and fucking 100%. This has some sort of issue. Like, do you feel like it's justified in a lot of cases, or like do you think that family should just sort of be like, "Yo, we're family," like I throw that shit to the fucking ground?
Some of my family members are like petty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have some family like that.
That's
so
it gets awkward.
Yeah. That's tough, man.
It gets weird. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even know if I should say this, but fucking I'll say it.
No, you don't have to say it.
I'll say
it. All the
I'll say it.
All the Osei family, I do not agree with whatever Carl's about to say.
I remember I was at a wedding and fucking, well, it's not really that big of a deal. Well, my aunt and uncle had just gotten divorced, and they were this was the wedding for their daughter's wedding, and the mom had come to the stage to speak, congratulate the daughter and yada yada yada, and then she entered this whole ass rant on why her and her former husband divorced.
Oh.
At the wedding in front of everybody.
Ooh, how many people were at this wedding?
Oh, it was a packed room. It was a packed room.
Are Ghanaian weddings big?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's it's a big deal, man. But she was marrying a white dude from like Sweden, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So there was like half Swedish, but she was speaking Twi, so luckily the Swedish people were confused and just well, I was just like, the other half of the room just like,
oh no.
And mind you, the husband was in that room that night too.
Did you get a glance at his face?
It was too uncomfortable. It was too uncomfortable. Like I couldn't look away. Just like.
That's so good.
I'm just, oh shit. Yeah. So that was
that's a tough one. That's definitely a tough
one. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's family. That's the gist of, well, I don't have too much family drama. That's probably the most public drama that I've dealt with.
I think like our drama, like it's very subtle, in our family is very like
low key. Like
yeah, it's like man, you just don't show up to holidays, you know, that kind of thing. It's like oh, like on paper level, on surface level, everyone's chilling.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, like we're doing Christmas at so and so's house. It's like, okay, I'm not showing up.
Damn.
Like that kind of shit.
I see.
And then subtly or like whisper, everyone like, oh, why isn't this person here? Kind of thing. I think it's more like that.
Then
Yeah,
so
it's,
it's
you know, like it's very subtle, but
I
no one
see.
says nothing.
And continues on with like.
And what do you think
Merry
is the better route? Like, do you think the route is to come out and say it, or do you?
It's a better route to not say that shit at your daughter's wedding. It's a better route to just say congratulations and move on with your life. Stop making it about yourself. It's a better route to fucking like Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
Come on.
Yeah.
And also the whole sneaky thing is also not good. All right. If you
Definitely
like,
not.
you know damn well why the person's not there. Stop fucking spreading the. All right.
Definitely.
Jesus. Make it about Christmas. It's not about spreading the rumors.
Yeah.
Family drama, man. Yeah, I can't take this shit. There's quite a bit in my family, so I'm just not. Well, not. It's not. How do I say this? I want to be clear. Our family loves each other. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. I kind of want someone dead. Wow. See, I'll put. No, I'm kidding. I don't want anyone dead. I'm teasing. There is.
But I'm looking at you.
Oh Jesus! If you're watching, you know who you fucking are. No, I'm teasing. There is dislike. I mean, there's dislike in the family, 100%. It's just I don't get it. I don't know why.
It's tough, man.
It's like, and then like because it's one of those things where like if I sit down with the person and I ask them what happened and they tell me, I'm like, seriously, that's it. Because our family, my father especially, dude has pride like you wouldn't believe. Like if he feels he's in the right, he will not back down.
Yeah. Damn.
So it's just like it's one of those things where it's just like there's no convincing him. He's in the right regardless, right? But it's just
I had one of my good friends tell me, because we like sat down and talked about it, because he has his own like kind of family problems here and there.
Yeah.
But he said to me when I was younger, and I didn't really understand it when I was younger, because he told me when we were like 13. And I didn't think much about it. But like now that like I've grown up and sort of understood like the relationships between people and family, he told me that money is the only thing that will really, really break a family up.
I'd say so.
So do you agree?
100%.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
I think especially when you're low on it.
Like low on money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when you spent your extra, your last paycheck on something and you truly, you went out of your way to help this person out and then they freaking fail on you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. I think 100% it would definitely break people. I think money does break people apart a lot of times. Especially not even people like family. I think like money would be a huge thing to break people, and it's sad.
It's very sad.
It's especially when you're in the middle and you're trying to get them together again to realize hey to talk it out. But it's like the person in the middle is they're between a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean? There's no. It's tough to really bring them together after all of that shit. But yeah, money it ruins people, man.
Yeah, it really is.
100%. And it's scary.
There was
I'm sure there's like examples in
there was
the media world.
The other day in our Carlos and I, for those who don't know, are friends. We do have a group chat that goes on, and one of the biggest things that I didn't know was Dane Cook. And then for those, I don't know if you call it recent news, but like celebrity news, but Dane Cook's like younger brother, like stole like millions and millions of dollars. $12 million from him, like over his time like, working together, kind of thing. And it's like stories like that is absolutely crazy because it's like you expect that to be your family and stuff like that. And
literally his brother.
Sometimes you can't trust them. You know what I mean?
It sucks because I mean, like he gave him opportunities. Like, yo, you're my brother. Like, who else am I gonna trust? You know what I mean? And then he backstabbed like in the worst way possible.
$12 million.
12 million. It's not a lot of money. In Dane
Cook's lifetime, it's not a lot of money, but it's crazy. Just like even the fact Like, I think if he stole like 100, like, you think he stole 100 grand? You think it would be as big as it would have been?
I think
Like,
he
does
would,
it?
I
Does
think
it?
he
Does
would
it?
make it a big deal out of it.
Does it wreck like the amount of money?
I think the fact that he would steal anything. I know if I stole money from my brother, he would never talk to me again.
Like,
Even
what if
if
it
it
was
was
like?
like $10.
Oh, really?
My brother's pretty cheap.
That's pretty gangster.
Not cheap, but he's good with his money.
I like it.
You
So
like that he would.
He's written down all of his money
Yeah.
he's ever had since like
Hey,
grade school.
brother, what's going on, man? I had $25 on my goddamn table, and now it's missing. So let's talk. My brother's well off, by the way, and he's fine now. But my thing is, if I stole $2 from him, he would know about it, and he would discontinue his brotherhood with me.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
He's a smart dude.
Fucking guy.
Shout out to you.
Well, fuck you, Joel, if you're listening or watching.
But
I'm kidding, I love you.
yeah, I know it's tough, man. Like family drama is like one of the biggest things.
It's awkward,
Like,
especially when there's reunions. That's why it's tough, man. Even with my family, it's tough to get like a reunion going because there's always drama. Either because my dad has a lot of brothers, and I can tell you he doesn't like some of them.
really?
Yeah,
Damn.
Damn. My father, yeah, and his brothers are not. Because also, mind you, my dad and his brothers, they all don't have the same mother.
Okay.
We're all united because we all have the same father. They all have the same.
They all have the same father.
Yeah.
But like, do you still that wouldn't be enough? Like, do you still? Think
I don't think they would.
Do you think if it was like vice, like if it was the mother, then all of them would like? No.
So I think the fact that there's difference in parents, there's just there's the whole and then mind you, they grew up with one another.
Yeah,
too.
like that's the weird.
But it's
thing.
just
Like,
drama, man.
if you guys seen each other grow up, you think that it would be fine.
But it's just that whole spending time apart. You know what I mean? Because most of them live in separate countries.
Yeah,
like some live in Ghana, some live in the U.S. Just like that whole time apart, it really like makes you think like, oh, you can either think of the good or the bad. And I don't know if there was, I don't know too much of the story. From the little stories I heard, it was like, really, you can't really make up because of that. But again, it comes down to pride. But they grew up, dealing with, making, they grew up in a country where like manhood is a thing.
Yeah,
and, like, they can't, and doing anything below, like accepting their faults is considered weakness.
Side question.
Yeah.
If your family had a family get together, like a reunion, would I be invited?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we're gonna end this episode right now.
Absolutely not. No. Yeah, you can come if you want. I just you come if you want to come. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's just like if a reunion happened, I would go. It's just like,
but you wouldn't.
No, it's not like I wouldn't bring you. It's just I don't know.
You wouldn't
I don't know how to explain it. No, it's just like I would invite you. It's just I've never invited a guest before, so it'd be a unique experience for me. So if you want to come, I'm down.
So they
for
think
it.
like me and you be holding hands, kind of thing.
You know what's funny?
Is that the game?
In Ghana, it's very like them with like the whole LGBTQ thing is like it's bad. They literally either kill or they arrest.
Wow, that's wild
over there. But dudes hold hands there all the fucking time.
Really?
All the time.
Sick.
It's insane. I'm like, yeah, two dudes walking down the street, just like, and they're straight as can be.
That's hot, man.
And then I pointed it out. I'm like, Dad, those two dudes are holding hands. It's like, yeah, that happens a lot here. Like, really? It's like, yeah. You don't think the police should question them? Just like,
he like grabs your
you know
hand.
what I mean?
Look here, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, I'm across the street. Let's do this. I'm like, excuse me? Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Come now. I'm like, all right, what the fuck?
All right.
But hey, man, I don't get it. I mean, like, hey, if two dudes can hold hands with each other, I don't see what the problem with homosexuality over there is, But
I don't see nothing wrong.
Oh, You're still referencing his. Do you think they reference his songs in court? Because I know they did that for Young Thug and Gunna when they got arrested.
Oh
they
yeah, I
referenced
feel
his
like that's
song.
a new.
Well, I
thing,
mean,
right?
yeah, because I know Jay-Z put a thing where they should have courts not do that. But my thing is, if you're a rapper and you're trying to tell a story, don't talk about
yourself.
Don't talk about yourself killing people. Say it third person. Like talk about like actually make up a story.
That's actually a really good argument. I think that like art should almost be separated. Like we had the whole conversation about like how art and like music from the person who produces or creates that art should be separated. So I can still enjoy R. Kelly's music knowing that he's a fucking terrible person.
You know what I mean?
And in this case, if I were to go and like I don't know, like paint me murdering somebody, you think I should like be crucified for that? You know, like put in jail for that kind of stuff? I think
you should be questioned.
Yeah, questioned.
Why are you murdering this person?
So it's like worthy to be investigated kind of thing. But whether it's actually like part of a crime that could have been committed.
Right. That's a different story. That's like because like they can look into it. They can look into it.
Yeah, they can look into it. Yeah.
But like they're obviously going to find, I hope, nothing happened. Okay.
One of these paintings down. Yeah, but no, but yeah, I think it should be available to be investigated, but definitely still kept.
But if nothing's happening, then
because
I know Young Thug and Gunna, they got, and mind you, his name is Young Thug, so like that's not working out for him in court. But they're getting racketeering charges, which is a pretty hefty crime in the U.S. of A. That's FBI worthy, and
gangster, man.
That's like
these rappers are like real gangster.
I mean, but the point they're trying to argue is that they're not gangster. You know, they're just rapping lyrics. But my thing is, at the end of the day, art is supposed to imitate life, even if it doesn't affect, even if it hasn't happened to them. It's supposed to imitate life as the stories they may hear. Or stories they may have been involved with, but at the same time, they could be completely innocent. Talk about shit that they've seen in their past. Like these guys grew up in Bankhead, Atlanta. Well, shit happens there all the fucking time. All the time. It is they're low income town, and these dudes have to make ends meet some way somehow. And like shit's gonna go down, dude. So I mean, I don't know. Just using rap lyrics to, get these dude imprisoned is not sufficient enough in my opinion. No, like get actual proof that they actually did these crimes, and maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's like obvious, like the person's like
June 31st. YNW Melly made a song called "Murder on My Mind," where he described murdering someone, which also was the actual crime of the person that he knew did die.
God.
It matched up fully.
It's like on March 31st, 9 p.m.
I murdered this person with a fucking crowbar, banged his head in 52 times.
Yeah.
Mind you, he wins a Grammy for it. It's like, thank you so much. The song was a story that I just made up.
Yeah.
It has absolutely no relation to any crime.
But it feels real.
But it felt real to me. And that's why I performed it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's wild.
It's I don't get it. Yeah, art imitates life at the end of the day. Just I don't know about using it in court as evidence. Depending on if it really matches to the crime.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, you can make an argument for one side or the other, but I don't know if you should use lyrics against someone. You know what I mean? It's not like you'd fucking use the fucking Barbie girl. If someone says that they're a Barbie, I'm not gonna be like that woman's a Barbie girl. Leave her alone.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not a fucking human being. That's a Barbie girl living in the Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fucking fantastic. All right. You let them be. You're a man. I'm a man. But that's a fucking Barbie girl.
Supposedly there's a Barbie movie coming out.
Yeah, with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh.
Oh.
She is pretty sweet.
Oh, is it like a PG
I
13
have
kind of
no clue.
movie?
I have
Is it
no clue.
like an
I would
less than
imagine it's
teen,
PG
like a kids
because
movie?
I would imagine so.
Oh, okay,
I mean, it is Barbie at the end of the day.
yeah, but I don't know. You know how like there's like X-rated Marvel movies nowadays.
There's X-rated Marvel
Well, not
movies.
like there's like R-rated Marvel
Well,
movies.
that's Deadpool.
Yeah,
Whereas Barbie is like Barbie.
but you know, people will sometimes like from an artistic perspective need to change up like what
Mm.
the view
So
of
so
what.
they're putting an X-rated Barbie movie
Yeah,
out
so I'm
there.
wondering, you know, like Backdoor Barbie's 9 or something like that.
Whoa, my God.
I'm just saying,
Margot,
man.
if you're watching, we are well aware this is a theatrical release, not a porno movie. You fucking weirdo. Apologize to Margot Robbie.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
So you think this Barbie movie is where Ken is a fucking deadbeat model and he ends up being abusive to Barbie at home.
Oh my god.
You know, just like played by Ryan Gosling, which I think, you know, if any two can pull it off, it's those two that can pull off an abusive relationship on film. They're both great actors.
Ryan Gosling's like
A really great actor.
Yeah.
You know, so if anyone can pull off a fucking abusive husband that can make it in the same because he has no penis and is a model, because you know they don't have body parts
Oh yes.
in the film. I mean, they have the shape, but no actual body parts. My thing is, if you don't have any body parts, because they also made the that girl from Orange Is the New Black, the transgender female.
No idea.
Well, she's transgender. She's the first transgender Barbie. If there's no body parts on the thing, doesn't that defeat the purpose of you becoming a Barbie then? How do we know it's transgender if there's no body parts on the Barbie? You see what I mean?
Food for thought.
Food for thought.
Food for thought.
What's the purpose? There's no body parts on it, so what's the purpose of making the first transgender if there's no body parts on the goddamn thing?
I didn't know they actually did that.
Yeah, well, she's the first. It was like last month they announced it.
Progressive. Damn.
I don't get it. You know? I don't know. I've yet to see any black people in that Barbie movie so far, though, from what I've seen the photos.
I'm surprised. I thought there would be.
A black, well, there is in real life.
Like in like a I don't know, any sort of Barbie, realistically, any sort of representative, like the amount of inclusiveness in like Hollywood nowadays, you think there would be something like an Asian Barbie or
a
black
Chinese,
Barbie, a Chinese Barbie,
you know,
an acupuncture Barbie.
yeah, a fucking Middle Eastern Barbie,
Yeah,
with the hijab and all. But you can't. That one can't go naked, or else, oh boy, Saudi is fucking. Abdul, get the rocks.
they would murder.
Get the rocks. Get the rocks.
Oh my god.
I was watching fucking. Remember that video that we played on this show where it was the date?
Yes.
So there was one. You know who Andrew Tate is?
No, I do not.
He's a very well. He just. I don't even think he. But the internet describes him as an alpha male.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes him
He's
alpha?
a dude. He describes himself as somebody who has gotten himself out of the matrix.
All right.
I can't even explain it. Like you have to really see this shit for yourself. This dude is something else. He feels that like women are beneath him.
Wow.
Just women, they should be beneath everyone and all males in general.
Okay.
And you know, and men are the, you know, the alphas. They should be the ones supporting, and women should, you know, he should be in concurrent relationships with females, whereas the women is only have the one male.
So Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Okay. And where is he from?
Cobra Tate is what he goes by.
Cobra Tate?
Cobra Tate, yeah.
Cobra.
Yeah.
He calls himself Cobra.
Well, they call him Cobra Tate.
Oh, okay.
I believe his Instagram does go by Cobra
And
Tate.
who does he have like a following? Like people like this dude?
He's
Oh, wow.
he has a pretty big following. He's a unique character. It's just the way he speaks. I'll show you after the show. But it's just the way he speaks is very, I wouldn't say engaging, but he's just like out there.
Kind of like Alex Jones.
He was actually on Alex Jones's show. Funny enough, he was a guest on Alex Jones's show.
They belong together.
Yeah, man. Because like honestly, he is actually a very intelligent guy. His father was like a genius chess player.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like considered like one of the greatest players of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Andrew Tate himself because his father is black and his mother's white, and he looks like a white dude. So yeah, he always wear glasses all the time. He says that he doesn't talk about what he does for a living because apparently it's illegal. But you know, he carries a gun on him at all times. Very well trained kickboxer. I think he's undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he you know, just some of the shit. If you guys have the time or the patience to watch his videos, there's a grilling episode. It's the only episode that's actually an hour, where most of it is half an hour.
Oh wow.
So like, and plus that girl that you saw that date for the video, I've never seen her get so mad in my life.
Oh really?
It's that bad. Wow. Yeah. Like that was the one episode where she gets like genuinely pissed off. You can tell
That's
she was
hilarious.
upset. Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
So yeah, man. That's yeah, he's a interesting character. So you should definitely do your research on Andrew Tate. Cobra Tate, if you will.
Cobra Tate.
I remember he was on this one podcast. They asked him, "Oh, do you consider yourself polyamorous because of is that the term, polyamorous?
If you multiple women,
yeah. So yeah, do you consider yourself polyamorous because due to you being faithful to all of these women or being in a relationship with multiple women?" And he's like, "No, that would mean that the women are also dating other men. No, that's fucking haram." Mind you, this dude's a Christian. And he goes on this entire rant. Since the beginning and dawn of time, women must be faithful to men and only men alone. Oh my God. And if the woman was promiscuous with other men, then they would die. And henceforth, he would say, "Abdul, get the rocks."
I can't wait to show this to her.
Oh, bro, she's gonna lose her shit. Oh my God, she would probably be so upset. Oh, she'd be upset. Yeah. But yeah, Andrew Tate, man.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah. Abdul, get the rocks. I was like, what the fuck?
That's fucked up.
Oh shit. Hey man, we need people like that in the world, you know? It's to really set us right. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. We need them in the world to fucking just really show us the way, you know what I mean? To really ensure us what we're doing is right or wrong, you know?
At least I'm not that dude.
I don't know.
God, man.
I don't know.
Whoa. Me?
Yeah. You wear glasses. He wears glasses.
I'm equal for everybody, man.
Ooh.
Other than
oh.
You know what I was thinking the other day?
Yeah.
And shout out to Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because I did forget to mention this, but Lupe dropped a brand new album, Drill Music in Zion. Everyone go check it out, download it.
I want to be clear, Lupe's not paying us for this. He's genuinely saying
doesn't need to. I will pay Lupe for this. Go check it out.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
But the joke that I had in my head going into this episode was that I love Lupe so much that I think if he were to drop like a derogatory like CD against like Cambodian people,
yeah, you'd still buy it.
I'd still buy it.
That's the thing. That's not like, I get that you feel that's a joke, but like I'm dead ass. You would.
That's fucked up.
Like this dude would be like, Pol Pot had it right, and you'd be like, I need this fucking album. This album's gonna change my life.
Fire.
I'm in.
God.
And then you'll buy the merch saying like Pol Pot for president.
Picture of Pol
Pot. Pol Pot.
My t-shirt.
Then you bring it back to your mom's house. You're like,
oh my God,
Mom,
my mom murdered me.
Hey, you need to listen to this album before you judge me. And then she listens, and like it's everything she feared it would to be in an album.
Even starts speaking Cambodian.
Yeah, rapping in Cambodian. And then you're just like, hey,
yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah, Mom, you gotta understand, like, Did you hear the album?
Yeah.
Though? And then she disowns you.
Is there an artist in your life that just can't do any wrong? Is there like an artist or somebody in your life that just can't do wrong?
A person that can't do wrong.
You know what I mean? Like no matter what it is.
Well, there's Michael there's Kanye. I don't know. Well, it was R. Kelly, but then, you know,
That changed a couple years
that
ago.
that really ruined things. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. In my catalog, I think if it was a person that like did like some fucked up shit, I'd be out.
Yeah. No, I think that's a reason.
Except for Bill Cosby. Hey, he was America's father, man.
God.
That literally was his name for like decades.
Yeah, I know.
He was America's father.
That's crazy.
Dude, he was popular, man.
Huge.
Holy shit.
Like, I know, like, I didn't grow up with it.
Didn't he recently get charged with something? He had to pay? Either has to pay or he has to go back to prison?
I'm not 100% sure.
I forget. But yeah, I think he got charged with something too. Man, pedophiles are just losing. It's not their year.
God.
Huh.
They need to be losing every year.
Every year.
But
every time
is fucking bad.
Oh boy, it's rough.
Unbelievable, man. But like you said, like celebrities just think they're gods.
Yeah, man. It's just like, what's your deal?
And that's the wrong way to look at it.
Hey, you need to understand. I don't give a fuck if somebody was, gave you a cappuccino that was too cold. All right? Fucking, just say, hey, my cappuccino's too cold. Sorry, I'll bring you the right one. Don't fucking throw it in my face. You know what I mean?
You know what that reminds me of?
What does that remind you?
So this is gonna be my end off
for
the episode.
Yeah.
So me and Alessia were out having dinner yesterday, and
in Toronto, Canada.
In Toronto, Canada.
Shout out to Toronto, not in foreign land.
But we were out having dinner, and we were sitting at a Vietnamese noodle restaurant, so pho restaurant for those who don't know. And there was
know that.
I don't know.
Everyone we know that's watching this. Do you know how many Asian people watch this goddamn show?
So there was this like two girls sitting behind us, and they're talking very loudly enough for you to be able to eavesdrop. And I hate to say it because I don't like to eavesdrop. I feel like a creep kind of doing it, but sometimes it's kind of inevitable, at that point. So we sit down, and the first thing this girl says, she says, can we get a bottle of different hot sauce? It looks like there's water in this one. So it's like watered down.
Is this sriracha?
Sriracha, yeah. So sriracha.
You know that shit's on low supply.
Yes. Yes.
And you're asking for water in your.
So she was like, oh, it looks like there's water in my sriracha sauce. Can you bring me a new one?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, no, this is the only ones we have. And she's like, are you sure there's not one in the back? Mind you, this is like a Vietnamese restaurant,
right?
Where like, I don't know, if you know, like Vietnamese
I'm pretty sure they're precise to what they have in the
exactly,
back.
Exactly. And then like Asian restaurants, you can't go in expecting like high fine dining. You know what I mean? You don't go there expecting like fucking
5-star fucking bow ties and
literally it's
escargot as appetizers.
Yeah, literally.
Shit. Yeah,
like it's Asian food.
It's Asian food.
It's like you go to an Asian restaurant, you kind of expect a dirty washroom,
right?
Maybe not the cleanest chopsticks.
Yeah.
Maybe not the cleanest fucking water.
Right.
But it's good food.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
So this girl.
Not the greatest. Well, service is pretty solid.
Yeah, service is like pretty good.
Yeah.
But like there's just expectations that if you've gone through Asian restaurants in your life before, you can't expect much.
Even if you go to said restaurants for Asia,
yeah,
you are not getting the service is far worse. But everything else will be far worse.
This girl was just super fucking like needy, being like, can I get wooden chopsticks instead of the plastic ones that are given there? Because she was like, yeah, I just don't think these are clean or something like that.
Wow.
So I'm like being polite to the server and stuff like that. He actually brings our food out first.
Nice.
Which is funny. And then they
after them.
They ordered first, and we ordered after them, and we still got our food first. And then she pulls the waiter and goes, we're still missing this. We're still missing this. We're still missing this. Like, what's going on in the back?
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what it was. You know what I mean? After all of that, That just means that the fucking waiter is an absolute racist. Racism at its finest.
So
Helping the Asians first, helping their own first. That's what it is. You had every right to complain, girl, and I'm with you.
So the best part of this story. So the girl, they're probably in their like early 30s, maybe mid 30s. And the girl they're talking about dating. And me and Alessia were sitting there having our own conversation, but you can't help it here sometimes.
Yeah.
So this girl starts talking about this guy that she meets on Tinder.
Oh, nice.
And
that's lovely.
They start talking, messaging back and forth, and then one night, I think she goes, he invites me to some sort of like comedy club in like Windsor. So for those who don't know the Canadian geography, it's a couple hours away from us. So it's quite a bit away.
You're talking to the Korean fan.
Oh, for the Korean fan.
Yeah.
But it's a couple hours away from Toronto. So I'm assuming you have to travel out. And he goes, yeah, come to this comedy restaurant, like come to this comedy show. I'm going to be there. I would love to take you out. And she goes, okay. A couple hours pass. She doesn't hear from him and goes, she messaged him and goes, oh, so what's the plan? Like, are you going to come pick me up? Should I make my own way there? Well, you think a couple hours away, the guy would come pick her up. He would have his own plan. And then he goes, no, I think that maybe you should make your own way there, but actually don't come to the comedy club because I'm going to be with all my friends. And then maybe I'll meet you at a hotel afterwards. So this is when the girl goes, and I agree with her. She goes, did the guy expect me to have sex with him that night? Or like expect me to stay in a hotel room? And it's the first time they've ever met on Tinder. This is like the first time they've like, oh, like maybe it's a comedy show in Toronto. You guys meet up, a couple drinks. You don't like the person, you could leave. But it was like, oh, like stay at a hotel in Windsor, 2 hours away with me. And I'll come meet you afterwards. So that's the first part of the story. What do you think about that? Do you think that the girl's in the right? Are the dudes in the wrong? Are the dudes kind of weird and shit? That's kind of weird to me.
Okay. Obviously, meeting in a hotel room is weird for the first time you meet. That's odd. I mean, you made plans, but you made plans to meet at a comedy club and then go from there. Yeah, that's weird. However, you met on Tinder!
You can't expect that anymore.
Tinder is a fucking dude. That is the epitome of fucking sex on the first date.
Yeah, that's true.
Where else are you gonna? Come on, bro. You knew what you were getting into. Fucking, you think he's swiped right on your goddamn personality?
So
he's trying to get in your drawers.
100%. So
that's just me.
Now we're gonna jump into the second part of the story.
Let's go.
So the second part of the story is that she goes, okay, I'm got a little bit frustrated because you expect me to come all the way out this far and not even invite me to come hang out at the comedy club anymore. And then he made plans and expects me to like sleep, quote unquote, sleep with them on the first night. So she gets pissed.
Yeah. Right.
And then she starts like giving him attitude on the text. And then he's like, all like, and he comes out and this quote for quote, and I don't know why I remember this, but he was like, this is why the last 4 girls I was talking to ghosted me. And he says this to this girl.
Did he invite all of them to the hotel room expecting play?
So I was like, I don't know. So then the girl goes, I'm going to grill you now. Why did the last 4 girls that you were talking to ghost you? And he goes, I don't want to talk about it, this and that. The girl goes, no, I want to know.
Yeah.
So then, you know what he says?
Oh, geez.
Supposedly what he says? Well, I don't know. I don't know the dude, but this is just from me eavesdropping on the conversation.
Yeah.
But he comes out and says, I don't believe in Black Lives Matters. What a turn of events.
That went so...
I know.
Wait, who is... Wait.
I was like, eating my soup like... I was fucking shocked.
Holy fuck!
So the dude goes,
but you gotta believe that that Asian dude, that Asian server was probably like, fucking neither do I. So he brought us this food.
Yeah,
and it's like dinner served. Don't worry about the bill. It's on us tonight. That escalated so quick.
I'm telling you, man.
What the fuck? Wait, what is the girl? She black?
She's white.
Oh, she's Caucasian.
She's a white girl, and I'm assuming the guy that she was talking to was a white dude too.
So what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. So then She goes, why don't you believe in Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
He gives this whole fucking back and forth being like, oh, like if you're black, you should only believe in it. But if you're white or anything else, why would you believe in it? Because it doesn't mean anything to you. And then he started giving like this whole description thing being like, oh, all lives matter.
Oof.
Not only black lives.
Oof.
And then you know what she says?
Yeah.
She goes, she's like, look, I would be embarrassed to bring you around to my friends.
Damn.
So meaning like I'm still kind of interested.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But it would be embarrassing to bring you around my friends.
Which, in other words, meaning, yeah, if you want to lay the smackdown, feel free. But at the same time, you're not main eventing WrestleMania anytime soon.
So the greatest part of the story to end it off is that she's talking to her friend, and then she starts tearing up. And then she goes.
The friend starts
no,
tearing?
the white girl.
Okay.
The girl is talking. She starts tearing up and goes, I can't believe that there's white people out there like this. 96, and she quotes 96. She goes, 96% of my friends are non-white. And I feel like I just need to teach these white people a lesson. And she starts tearing up.
And that entire time she didn't get her food back?
No, but she got her food.
Okay.
That's a story.
Wow. I mean, overall, Jesus, that story had its ups and downs.
So,
but overall, Black Lives do matter, girl. How you doing? My name is Carlos, and you know what I'm saying? I know if an Asian dude was late with your for goddamn order, baby girl, we wouldn't be waiting too long. Cause honestly, we wouldn't even be at the restaurant for that long. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, girl. Hey, and if you want me to teach homeboy a lesson about why Black Lives Matter, I'll be his chimney if you want smoke. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, lady. I mean, you a stuck up bitch a little bit for making everyone's lives difficult. So clearly, not all lives matter to you. Black lives matter, but clearly not Asian ones. But hey, I ain't Asian. And Black lives do matter, girl. So if you watch this eventually, hit me up and let's discuss why freedom will reign sometime in the future. That's all I gotta say.
Goddamn. But
yeah,
that was a weird story.
I mean, that was very odd.
Very odd.
That
story.
was a roller coaster of events. I imagine that you just have to.
And
your food probably got cold as fuck.
I was trying to eat as fast as possible to get the fuck out.
Yeah,
that was the weirdest thing I've ever.
That is insane.
The other girl didn't even get a word in.
Or what? I imagine not.
She sat and like listened, but that girl was in the right, but kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why are you tearing up?
Like, I don't get it. Why are you crying? What the shit?
I don't know, man.
She turns from fucking Hillary Banks to
yeah.
Maya Angelou and all that.
It was fucking. It was insane. Weird, it was fucking weird.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was really fucking weird. I remember just sitting there being like, man, these people are nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is what Toronto dating is doing to people.
And I would hope that's
fucking
Jesus.
Nuts.
All in all, folks, Black lives do matter. And yes, all the lives do matter, but Black Lives Matter is not a superiority thing. It's an equality thing. We just want police officers to stop killing Black folks.
Get that right.
Yeah. All right. That's all. And to that girl out there, I know 96. You said 96%?
She was 90. She literally quoted 96. 96% of my best friends are non-colored. That's what she said.
Well, how much percent is of your lovers are non-colored? You know what I'm saying? That's all. Hey, you're weird, and I'm here. Let's get right to it, baby. That was odd. That was odd.
But that was my story for the day.
Jesus fucking Christ, that is insane.
Yeah, super weird. I almost forgot about it, and when you brought that up,
You should definitely avoid that restaurant for quite some time.
it was very, very funny.
That was what the fuck. I probably would have said something.
I wanted to.
I
wanted to turn around and be like, well, first off,
that
we're in an Asian restaurant.
Yeah.
You have to understand, we're sitting outside.
It's like, bitch, you are not getting 5-star service.
Like this shit's dirty as fuck.
You know what I mean? I saw a rat while I was taking a shit there, and you're gonna fucking complain that there's fucking dirty chopsticks on it. Get the fuck out of here.
Really chill, man. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ. How are you gonna be stuck up?
Yeah.
Then being this fucking
stuck
social.
Up. Yeah, and then trying to be a social activist.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Don't get
this
it.
Political fucking hero of hope all of a
I
sudden.
do not fucking get it.
What the hell is going on here?
It was like this, like fucking.
That is so confusing.
White knight kind of syndrome or some shit like
your
that.
knight in shining armor.
I don't know. It was fucking weird, man. That was like
shit.
The oddest thing. And the crazy thing is, the girl sitting across from her, Asian.
So she's just like,
yeah. I think she was probably like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. The entire time she's just like, "Bitch, do you know where we're eating at?"
Yeah.
So the entire
These are my people.
girl's just like, yeah. The entire time the girl's just complaining, like, "Oh, fucking everything's dirty here." The Asian girls just be like, "Can you please not talk to my family like that?"
But maybe the Asian girl is just as stuck up. I don't know. I met them stuck up.
I mean, if she was, she probably would have said something about her being a fucking weirdo about the school.
But
Jesus, was she cute though?
She was. To be honest with you, she's a good-looking girl.
Both of them.
Yeah, pretty people.
All right,
but I just think that like
they're strange.
They were very strange.
Yeah,
they were very.
That was weird. That is weird.
That was a very, very odd. I think like if I were to ever meet that person on the first date, I would probably be like, all right, like we're good.
Yeah.
Like,
thank you so much.
I think you're very pretty, but like
this cannot continue.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that story. That was wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is wow.
So we know that there's some racist dudes going to comedy clubs out in Windsor, supposedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
And some entitled odd fucking people in Toronto that want to save
who seems to want all races to get one another, to love one another. I mean, her heart's in the right place, but
this is not up there.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Like Black Lives Matter, but do Asian lives?
Well, they are killing Muslims in China.
Woo! On that note, we will end the episode. I am Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is the blank for Carlos and Ryan. And remember, see you later.
Peace, everybody.
Peace, guys.
Yeah, but peace over there, man. It's fucked up.
What the fuck was that? What kind of ending was that, bro?